Millward Brown's approach to the central question is an integral part of the way in which we deliver impact to our clients. Used properly, it's a very powerful and compelling tool. So why do our people come up with this kind of face every time they need to use it? The problem is that it is cumbersome and intimidating to use. We don't know where to start. It doesn't use natural language, and the boxes feel challenging and distant. Completing the process can sometimes feel like walking a mile in two small shoes. Possible, but uncomfortable.
I mean, it can be a little confusing at times.
Oh, no. I think it's cumbersome to think through, but I do think it gets us into a better place.
I think it's a really useful tool when we use it as a tool and not as a form. I think in some instances we're definitely guilty of just ticking the box.
At first it's a little overwhelming, the amount of fields that they're in. I think as you start to do it, a lot of that stuff you start to answer naturally, but yeah, at first it's a little intimidating.
Getting the central question right is critical to ensuring that we solve the right client problem, that we design the most appropriate solution, and that we bring our best thinking to the table. When we do, it's like a beautiful symphony. And when we miss the mark, the risk in failing to make our central question framework more engaging is that opportunities are lost for deepening relationships with our clients. And if we don't understand our clients' core issues, money is being left on the table. However, if we can make the CQ an easy and accessible tool, our reward will be more satisfying client relationships and significantly improved opportunities to sell. Introducing the Storyteller Central Question. Stories are the way we make sense of the world. When we let the central question framework speak to our people in the familiar language of story, suddenly it becomes more accessible. It invites our people to lean in and play. It engages our people in a way that can be easily understood, and it becomes a tool that they will reach for and use rather than something they're doing because they have to. So let's have a look at how this works. Understanding the plot describes the backdrop of what we're dealing with, the critical issues underpinning our story. Our characters are revealed in terms of who has a stake in the outcome. Who are the heroes, the guardians, the mentors? Are there wizards, rebels, and allies present in our cast? Is there a dragon to conquer? And is it actually a villain or just a misunderstood protector? The moral of the story gives us a sense of purpose. It helps us to understand the reason we are undertaking this journey, where we are really headed, and why. In this model, the central question takes one of two forms: a puzzle that has a predetermined outcome, such as a score perhaps, or a mystery, where the outcome is merely another step on a longer journey, such as a segmentation analysis. Teams using the storytelling central question are finding it easier to think through problems and speed up the development of the central question with deeper, more engaging descriptions.
Using the storytelling approach, it really does help bring the whole thing to life a lot more naturally. It feels like we're not filling out boxes anymore. We're really using words that are familiar to us, making it more real to the client, and it really allows us to have the impact that the client is really paying us to have. So we're solving the problem, we're putting it together in a way that the research team, the brand teams really appreciate, allows them to action it more simply.
The Storyteller Central Question, delivering impact to our clients through a better, easier, and more intuitive approach.